Hello everyone, it's Dark Seeker here, bringing you another look at zk83's Control Warrior. Now, this is a deck I looked at when TGT first came out. I posted a video on my YouTube channel, showcased a few games. I'm revisiting this deck now, just to see, well, is it still effective? So this looks like, on initial impressions, a sort of a standard Control Warrior, and in many ways it is. It runs the usual cards, you know, Shield Slams, Shield Maidens, Sludge Belchers, and so on. But it runs Varian Wrynn, which is a TGT card, and one copy of Bash, which is also a TGT card. Other than that, it's pretty standard. You know, you've got Dr. Boom, you've got Grommash, you've got the weapons, Fiery War Axe, Deathspite. There's also Ragnaros in this deck, Alexstrasza, as you'd expect, and Ysera, which in some ways would imply this is quite a slow deck. That you're looking for late game value, but the key card here I really think is Varian Wrynn for that big swing in the late game. Okay, so we're facing off against a Shaman to begin with. Now, Shamans, as we know, they received lots of new cards, or good cards, I would say, in TGT, but there are pro players that are saying that Shaman still feels weak comparative to other classes. So let's see how this game goes here. The Zombie Chow, probably one of the best one-drops in the game. It contests a lot of what can get put down, you know, early game. So here, you know, Armorsmith seems sensible. It contests both minions in that it can't kill them, but it doesn't die. Oh, yeah, it does die. So, okay, that's really bad for us. And this is how Shaman can snowball a game. Flametongue Totem. That's going to deal me 7 damage per turn, so unfortunately I'm in a bit of trouble here. Cruel Taskmaster doesn't do anything at all against that board, so my only option is Deathspite. And I'm going to kill the totem because it's representing 2 additional damage. Sorry, not 2 additional damage, it's representing 4 additional damage. So, the Shaman now, with the taunts, that's pretty annoying. So I've got to make a decision here. In terms of how I play my hand, well, the Whirlwind effect was useful. Cruel Taskmaster finally becomes useful. I gain some health, I gain some armor, and his board is looking slightly less threatening now. It's not too bad. Okay, so Taunt Totem, right, he trades. That's good for me. That's 2 less damage to my face. Unfortunately, I've got nothing to play. So this is the disadvantage of this kind of deck. It's super slow. So you're going to have turns where you've got nothing to do. Whereas look, the Shaman, every turn he's pretty much had something to do. So you count up the damage on the board. There's 6 damage incoming. Emperor's good here. So I'm going to make my minions cheaper, and I'm saying to him, you need to trade. You have to kill that Emperor, because if you don't, well, I'm going to have minions to play for days. How interesting. So the Shaman doing what Shamans do best. Flood the board. I could brawl here, you know. But is that a board that you want to brawl? apart from the 3/4, how many of those minions are truly threatening? Dr. Boom is okay. I'm still at 27 health. What's he going to do to kill me? Now this is becoming a better board for Brawl now. It's now definitely a better board for Brawl. So he's going to kill Dr. Boom. But he's trading in an awful lot to make it happen. Which is good for me. Okay. Do I brawl here? This is a question. I mean, I've got Ysera. I've got the Shield Maiden. I can put a threat on the board. I can gain some armor. I can armor up. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm going to save my brawl. I've got rid of his Thunder buff Valiant. That's really important. Huh. Interesting. I think I'm getting greedy. Yeah, I'm getting greedy here with that brawl. I've been holding off on it. But look, I'm still at 29 health. So no, I'm not going to brawl this turn. It's turn 9. And I've got Varian Wrynn.
Behold the armies of Stormwind.
Yes, behold the armies of Stormwind. What am I going to get? Huh, Ragnaros. That's pretty good. That's not so good. Okay, Die insects. Right, yep, so hits the 2/3. I'm definitely not brawling this board now. Unless he's able to clear it. Ooh, Lightning Storm. With spell power. Okay, Bash is okay. Wow, a second Lightning Storm. Is he going to clear that board? Oh, wow, okay. Alright, so he was able to deal with Varian Wrynn's army of Stormwind. But look at my hand compared to his hand. I've still got a ridiculous number of threats in my hand. So I could just Ysera, but no, I think it's time to bring him down. Now please keep in mind, I'm not an expert Control Warrior, okay? I'm not a warrior player at all, in that it's a class I don't often play.
My shield for
so if you looked at that play and thought it was a mistake, I apologise. Perhaps that wasn't the right time to play Ysera, but he's down to 15, which is advantageous for me. Okay. Could think about brawling that board, but no, I don't want to lose Ysera. I want him to trade into Ysera. I'm still at 20. I'm okay, and I have a shield block in hand and Bash.
I dream and the world trembles.
Right, double dragons on the board. Ysera and Ysera, two of the best dragons in the game. So now I'm saying to him, deal with that. You can't leave them on the board. Oh, Earthshock, okay. Well, that doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but it doesn't matter. Because Ysera is still a 412 body, or a 411 body. Okay, this board may be worth brawling. Because Ysera has been disabled here. So she's worth less to me, even despite the 11 health, which is valuable. I wouldn't be too sad if I lost this board. Right. So with Control Warrior, there's a lot of thinking involved, a lot of decisions to make. It's not easy. It really isn't easy. So here, I'm not scared of dying. He has one card in hand, and that's why I'm not brawling. He has 9 attack on board. I don't think I can die. I don't think there's one spell that kills me for 9 damage. I'm thinking about, oh gosh, actually no, Rockbiter Weapon and Doomhammer could kill me. Because it would do 10 damage, wouldn't it? Alright, maybe Brawl was better there, but no, I'm going to load the board up, and I'm saying now, if those two things in your hand can't kill me, Actually, double lava shock. No, burst. Lava burst, I think, would kill me. Alright, we're hoping he doesn't have it. Oh, he doesn't have it. Alright, so it's earth shock. Okay, so interesting. I think I win this now. When you look at my hand, I'm at 17. Took the gamble that he didn't have double lava burst.
Let none survive.
Yeah, and that's it. I win. Let's see what we draw. Oh, we draw Sludge Belcher. Sure. There we go. That's it. Okay, so defeating a Shaman comfortably, that's pretty good. Varian Wrynn was the big swing turn for me there. It was absolutely huge. It put Ragnaros down on the board, forcing him to throw down, you know, minions to trade in. It's very strong, Varian Wrynn.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Okay, so this is a mage. Now the question is, always with a mage, is it a tempo mage or a freeze mage? Or a giants mage? I think tempo mage is the most popular mage. Freeze mage, I think, is probably the hardest one to play. Giants mage isn't easy to play either, but once you make your plays with your giants and your echoes, your set, then you're okay. You pretty much win if you've got taunts to back it up. But tempo mage is the most popular one. Okay, so armor smith here. We've got the acolyte next turn into the weapon. That's a pretty good curve. Okay, he's gonna ping the face, so he has nothing. So what kind of mage is this? Huh. Alright, acolyte. Which will move us into the weapon for the next turn, and then eventually we'll get the death rattle off. Huh, arcane intellect. Okay. This is freeze mage. Okay, so we're just going to go aggressive. If this is freeze mage, I want to kill him quickly, very quickly. Actually, I don't. The longer this game goes, actually, the worse off I will be, because the more cards he draws, it's just going to put me in a super bad position. So I need to be careful now. I need to burst him down.
What to do? What to do?
Polymorph. Freeze mages don't play polymorph. Huh. And if it is freeze mage, I want to burst him down, but I forget, the most important thing is stacking armor against a freeze mage. You've got to stack armor because you've got to negate those crazy spell turns that they usually have in the late game, or the late game. So polymorph, but I don't think it's freeze mage. This is probably Echo Mage, or Giants Mage. Interesting. Okay. So Right, so my Emperor comes down. This isn't the best hand in the world for an Emperor, because I've only got 4 cards in hand. His Emperor value was tremendous, mine was pathetic, but I needed something to do, something to play, I think. I needed to get something on the board here, especially if this isn't Freeze Mage. If this is Giants Mage, obviously I'm in a lot of trouble. No, Frost Nova, it could still be Freeze Mage. Interesting. Oh, a secret. Okay, so that's Explosive Sheep. Right, this isn't Freeze Mage. This is Giants Mage. You see, it's interesting with Mage. Yeah, you just go back and forth over, what it could be. It's really interesting. Okay, so here, I can kill the sheep, and I think killing the sheep, if that secret is duplicate, that could be really bad for me. But I'm going to kill the sheep, and I'm going to get some armor. I think that's the way to go here. Killing the sheep, get some armor. I said earlier, armor gain so important against a mage, freeze mage in particular, but any mage. You need to stop yourself getting burst down. So it is duplicate. Okay, I'm okay with that, because even if he replays it, I'm still going to get a ridiculous amount of armor, and that's really good. And we're heading to turn 9 soon. Oh no, it'll be turn 8 because he left my Emperor alive. So next turn I can play Varian Wrynn. That could be a big swing turn. Right, so he's going to double sheep here. But that's his whole turn. And look, I've got 2 armor smiths on the board. Yeah, sure. Do what you need to do. Look at that armor. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, 19 armor in total. Really good. Okay, it's turn 8. Yep.
Behold the armies of Stormwind.
Don't you just love that entrance effect?
My thanks.
Oh, that's good. Okay. I could have played Ragnaros, you know. 8 guaranteed damage to the face. Maybe that would have been better.
I've got the beast in myself.
Well, no, he would have killed it. Yeah, I'm happier playing Varian and letting it die, as opposed to Ragnaros and letting it die. Okay, so he's got a Belcher, he's got the big game hunter. This is Echo Mage for sure, and you sort of know it because of the cards you've seen, the explosive sheep. The giants are going to be coming down. He's at 17 health. You've got to treat this like a handlock game. How far down do you put him? You know, he's sort of reaching that limit now at 17. And you don't want him to go down too far, because the giants then just get unloaded onto the board. You can also expect Antique Healbot in this deck, potentially. So I've got to be careful. But I'm just going to go all in. Ragnaros is going to get 8 guaranteed to the face. Sure. I've got Brawl. I can deal with his giants. So I'm just going to go all out and take those risks. Here they come. Maybe Ysera would have been better then, so he doesn't play the giants. He wouldn't have been able to because of the cost. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Okay, please go all in. Yeah, play it all. Play everything. Because then I'm going to brawl your board. Yeah, sure, taunt them up as well. Play more stuff, please. Yeah, sure, play that. Great. Okay, so now I brawl. I have to, because if I don't, let's shield block first though. We'll see what we get. Or shield block after brawl. Actually, that could be a no. There's not. What else am I going to be able to do? If I shield block, yeah, because there's nothing else I can do on this turn. So shield block first. See what we get. Okay, it's Grom. That's good with the Cruel Taskmaster. That's actually a really good, a solid draw. Okay. Oh wow. The worst one survives. The one with a giant with taunt. One of the worst ones survives. A giant with taunt. Okay, my slime is gonna try and protect me here. Yeah, the super slime, the heroic slime, absorbs 8 damage. It's fantastic.
Shields up.
Wow, okay, another taunt. Yeah, it's this taunt city now. And now it's looking bad for me. Yes, I've got 27 armor, but I've got to be careful here. Oh, look, shield slap. Right, now it's looking really good for me, because here comes Ysera. She dreams and the world trembles, and there's a 27 damage shield slab. Incredible. Oh look, Ysera awakens. That's the one that everyone wants to get. Ysera awakens. Brilliant. And that's it. So he couldn't deal with it. He couldn't deal with Ysera. I still had Cruel Task and Grom, or Ysera Awakens and the Grom combo. Absolutely tremendous. So, yeah, this deck was able to smash a Giants Echo Mage, which is tremendous. So, yeah, really happy with this so far. Really, really happy. So we're going to head into the next game.
Ragnaros versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Victory or death!
Okay, it's a rogue. Now, this hand's interesting. I have 2 weapons in this hand. Now, I'm going to keep both weapons, because it's just going to be really good for removal on his board, depending on what he plays or what he doesn't play. Maybe I should have mulliganed away the Death Spite for an Acolyte. Hard to say. It's okay though. It's okay. This is a standard rogue turn. Do nothing. Okay. So I can equip a weapon here and just wait patiently, or I can armor up. Armoring up is safer because I don't want to show him the weapon. I don't want him to know I've got one. I want him to play something so I can kill it with my weapon. Okay, so he's got nothing to play here. He's waiting for me to play something. This is interesting now. So I've got the Armor Smith. I'm going to play it. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got to try and deal with the Armor Smith. He may have to invest quite a bit.
Pay attention, class.
Oh, Violet Teacher. Okay. That's good for me, actually. That's really good for me because I've got the Death Spite. Or I could Cruel Taskmaster and equip the Fiery War Axe. Death Spite is cleaner. Yeah, Death Spite's cleaner here. And the Armor Smith still survives. Yeah, sure. Still got it on board. Why not? Okay. If I'd used the Cruel Taskmaster, the Armor Smith would be dead. Yes, I'd have got 2 armor out of it, but I'm still getting 2 armor out of this play, and I'm keeping my Cruel Task in my hand. Okay, Fan of Knives on an empty board. That's really good. Well, it's not really good. It's good for him to get a card. It's good for me that there was nothing on the board that got impacted. Okay.
I can take the hit.
Right, Coin Shield Maiden. I could just have played another Armor Smith and armored up. Got 9 armor. But no, I want to put a threat on the board. A 5/5 is significant. It's saying invest resources in dealing with it. Ah, Lothar. Okay, so we can... It's not bad. Because what I can do is I can use the Death Spite here. It's implying that he didn't want to use anything to kill that Armor Smith. Sorry, to kill that... What am I calling it? An Armor Smith? It's a Shield Maiden. Gosh. Sorry, yeah, so... here I can play an Armor Smith on the board, and then I can Death Spite into Lothar and gain some armor, or I can Death Spite into Lothar and play the Sludge Belcher. Depends on how I feel, actually, at this point. I'm valuing armor here, because I'm about to take 4 damage. I want to get my armor back up. Because when I get those shield slabs, I want them to be effective. Usually you don't play the Shield Maiden unless you've got you know, a Shield Slam in hand. Because if you've got a Shield Slam in hand, you play the Shield Maiden, then you've got a guaranteed Shield Slam. So maybe playing the Shield Maiden there was bad. I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert warrior player, so you've got to keep that in mind. Okay, so here come the spells. Here come the spells. Now he's dealing with my board. Interesting. There's the Shield Slam. Good timing. Good timing. Because now I can Shield Slam the Violet Teacher. Or I could just play Dr. Boom, but leaving a Violet Teacher on board, is that safe? I can clear his entire board here. Now with the Rogue, if this is an oil Rogue, obviously it probably is. You don't want to leave anything on the board. It's dangerous. It really is dangerous. But we're not at that stage of the game where he's about to kill me, so... But it's fine. 8 armor, so I'm continuing to stack my armor. Okay, and his health total's going down. He's probably going to trade into the 2-2 with his weapon, or kill it. So he'll be down to 21. That's good. Because next turn, it's turn 9. I've got Dr. Boom and armor up, which is pretty good. Pretty good.
This guy's toast.
Wow, SI agent without the combo effects. It seems wasteful. That's saying he's got nothing else to do. Nothing else he can play or do. So, do I value keeping my 2-2 alive? It's a minion. Yes, I do. There's a bash target. Perfect. So Bash proving itself to be a good card. Against classes that play effective 3 health minions. So, okay, what's he going to do? Backstab for 3. Blade Flurry. He's invested an awful lot. Oh wow, Van Cleef. He's invested an awful lot there to clear my board, and yet I had hardly anything on my board. That's good for me. So, Varian Wrynn next turn. It could be Dr. Boom this turn. No, the 8-8 has to go. And that's why you play Big Game Hunter. To kill off things like that. If I didn't have the BGH in my hand... Yeah, he gives up. I don't think I'd be dead, because I'd still have Varian and Boom and the Boom bots. I could still kill Van Cleef, but I'd probably be taking 8 damage to the face before that happened, and that could be quite bad. So Van Cleef was sort of like a desperation play for him, I think, in the sense that he just needed to get something big on the board. You know, he was using up a lot of his removal, a lot of his spells to clear my board, and I still have big threats in my hand in the deck. So it worked out quite well for me. Right, so now we're going up against a Hunter. The question is, always with Hunter, is it mid-range, is it face, is it control Hunter? TGT introduced a number of Hunter cards, well, the Hunter Legendaries in particular, which would suggest that Blizzard wanted to make control Hunter a thing. Has it panned out? No, I don't think it has, because it's still pretty poor compared to other control classes. Control Warrior, I think, beats Control Hunter, hands down. But this looks like mid-range, because of the web spinner. Well, it's either hybrid or mid-range, but it's probably mid-range. I don't think hybrid usually plays web spinners, so it has to be mid-range Hunter. Mid-range, in my opinion, is the most challenging match. I actually rate mid-range over face Hunter most of the time, because mid-range can go the distance in a long game if it wants to, because of it'll have Dr. Boom in it probably, it'll have the high mains. Face Hunter, if it can kill you in the first 6 turns, or if it knows it can kill you in the first 6 turns, it wins. But if it runs out of gas and you get the taunts and the armor sorted, Face Hunter can't beat you. So He's being very aggressive here. And I'm just going to armor up. I could play a tempo BGH, but no, it just died to the weapon. And if he has Dr. Boom, I need to save the BGH, I think. Okay. He's chipping away at me. I'm still at 25, but he is chipping away. So I'm going to sacrifice a Belcher here. Ideally, he'd trade everything into the Belcher, but he may have a kill command. So let's see what he's got. If he's got a kill command, I'd rather the Belcher takes it, because I don't want my other higher value minions in my hand, like the Emperor, to take that KC. So, okay. He's going to use the bow charge up. That's really good for me. Maybe if I was him, I'd have saved the bow charge and just traded in the minions there. Okay. This is not a bad hand to get Emperored. It's decent. Grom, Ragnaros, yeah, Brawl, Shield Maiden. Yeah, that's decent. It's not the best. I could do with more cards, but yeah, no, I'm not going to be too greedy. Look, there's another weapon. Okay, so what's he going to do here? He's going to tank it. That's good. But he's got a lot of damage on board. A lot of damage. Interesting. Now, mid-range Hunter, once they start drawing into the high mains, once they start drawing into Dr. Boom, it can become quite a challenge because their burst potential is just tremendous. It really is. This is where I start to rate it over Face Hunter. And now I need to armor up. I've got double Shield Maiden though, so another one to come. This is going to be very, very close.
I have returned.
Malorn. Wow, from the web spinner. Got so lucky. So he's probably thinking, yeah, I've got this game in the bag. What's the warrior going to do? He's at 13. Look at my board. I've got 14 plus 3 on the weapon, 17 plus the hero power, 19. See, burst potential of Hunter, 19 damage. Until you bring out the big game Hunter. So, big game Hunter, MVP of this game, MVP of the last game. Killing Van Cleef, here sending Malorn packing. And now I think
I can take the hit.
I have to stack armor. So important.
Brace for impact.
So important there. I'm going to save the weapon. You see, there's an argument to say kill the Haunted Creeper because it's a beast. So you negate kill command's full effect. But I want to save that weapon. Even with kill command, what's he going to do? He'll take out a Shield Maiden, but fine. So this is a slower mid-range Hunter, the one that runs Sludge Belchers. Just, you know, quite effective. But look at my hand. And there's a Shield Slam. Do I Shield Slam that Belcher? No. Well, I could. And then use the axe and get 5 to the face. Do I do that? Or do I save the Shield Slam for a high main? No, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. I'm still okay health-wise. I mean, I'm at... No, I'm not okay health-wise. I'm at 15. Hunters can find ways to kill you. Let's play, yeah, Grom, sure. Right, now I'm saying, deal with Gromash. Deal with him. Kill command does not deal with Gromash. And if you can't deal with Grom, you're more or less dead.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay. There's the high main. That's what I was saving my Shield Slam for. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, look, shield block. Great. More armor. Stack that armor. Do you know what's crazy here? I can shield block and Ragnaros on this one turn, thanks to the Emperor. I can use Ysera and shield slam. There's so much I can do here. But no, we're going to armor up. play Rag, and we're going to shield slam the juggler, not the high main. Because I feel more threatened by the juggler than I do the high main. And he can't kill me, I'm too high with health here. There's nothing he can really do.
I have returned.
Now there's Malorn again, but the game's over. He can kill one of my threats, yeah. And that's why I didn't want the juggler staying on board there. I think that was a decent play. So Ragnaros, what are you going to do, my friend? Are you going to go face? Are you going to kill Malorn? So again, putting him out of lethal range here. I'm just playing my entire hand. So look at my health total now. 23 health. And Rag goes face. Well, that's it. And I still have Brawl if I needed it. And Ysera if I needed that. So, still, you know, this deck, crazy good against Hunters. He's trying to see if he can stay alive, but I don't think he can. I think that's it. There's no way he can lethal me, I don't think.
Well fought.
That's it.
I can see.
And there we have it. So, zk83's Control Warrior. Still incredibly effective, a couple of weeks on from TGT's release. So definitely a deck I'd recommend, but it is, as I say, it's a warrior deck. It is expensive, so you need to make this deck work. You need to be able to afford the legendaries. You need to be able to afford Varian Wrynn, the dragons, Ysera and Alexstrasza, you know, Ragnaros, Dr. Boom, Grommash, Sylvanas, Emperor. These cards are expensive, and only having one or two of them in doesn't really make this deck work. The reason this deck works is because there is a stream of constant late game legendary threats that they're just being placed slammed down onto the board, forcing your opponent to try and deal with them. And you saw in these last few games, my opponents were not able to deal with those threats. Those threats made the biggest difference, and I think the MVP here was obviously the big game hunter, but in a couple of games, Varian Wrynn, so good. Just imagine scenarios of Varian putting down 2 Sludge Belchers on a board against an aggro deck. It's just really good. Putting down Ragnaros, also really, really good. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. You know, as I say, do try this deck out if you have the cards. It is super fun. Do check out my YouTube channel. There are other videos on there featuring arena games and constructed games, all organised pretty much within playlists. And I'll see you all again very, very soon.